We're allowing you to raise it if you wish.
Yeah,
if you
okay. Okay, thanks, Cian. Yeah, well, just to ask the Minister, just in relation to the growth voted, I think I noted, a number of us noted, particularly in relation to the housing and environment vote, that we were under profile, certainly the last report you gave us, Minister, and again it seems incongruous that in areas like housing and in health that we would have capital expenditure running under profile. I mean, I welcome obviously the size of the capital budget and the fact that we're beginning to at long last address deficient infrastructure.
I want to get this done quickly because I want to let Deputy weave in with the final question. So
Thank you. As set out in the revised estimates of 2018, the capital allocation for my department's vote is €5.2 million in 2018. In addition, the vote of the Office of Government Procurement, which is vote 39, which is a division in my department, has a capital allocation of almost €1 million. The purpose of capital investment undertaken by my department, including the Office of Government Procurement, is to deliver greater effectiveness and efficiency across the civil and public service. The main areas of spend in my department are the offices of the Government of the Chief Information Officer, the Civil Service Learning Management System and ICT projects in the Office of Government Procurement. The OGCIO is the largest area of capital spend, and this supports investment in ICT as part of the implementation of the Public Service ICT strategy, including the rollout of the Build to Share programme and the e-government strategy. While some of the relevant subheads in Vote 11 were under profile at the end of Q3, all are expected to take the full capital allocation by the end of the year. Within the OGP, there have been some delays on capital projects, and indications are that there will be some savings on that vote's capital allocation of just under €1 million in 2018. The above information sets out the detailed position in respect of my own department's capital expenditure. The position in respect of other departments' capital profiles I know will be available to the Deputy from other ministers.
And keep it to 1 minute, Deputy Broughan.
I suppose I was particularly interested in the overall profile across the government, because I thought a key part of your remit as the Deeper Minister was to keep track on what's happening in those areas. And again, like, constituents are amazed that there would be capital funding there in different departments which would not be utilised, whether it be housing or communications or whatever. I mean, I thank you obviously for the information on Deeper itself, for the IT and other matters, but it's the concern that's there that we vote this expenditure and it simply doesn't happen. And I mean, I think a key role for you obviously as the Deeper Minister is to ensure that we do urgently get on with our infrastructure and in particular in relation to the provision of social housing.
Minister, want to make a quick comment?
The Deputy's exact question to me referred to my departmental spending profiles. So you asked me about my department, and you asked me about my department, and I answered the question in relation to my department. But I take the Deputy's broader point in what he is saying, because as I said earlier on, even just in responding back to other deputies, I do have responsibility for overall capital expenditure for the government. What I would say to the Deputy for this year is I do believe what is going to be different in terms of the capital expenditure is the fact that the capital profiles for all government departments were announced earlier in the year as part of the Ireland 2040 project. Means that all government departments were clearer earlier than they normally would have been regarding what their capital spending profiles will be for this year and next year. And I do believe the feature that has characterised other years of capital underspends for many government departments, you're going to see that change, and in particular the Department of Housing are demonstrating that this year.